Well, finishing up this 4th of July weekend, there's something I thought I'd bring together. I get the chance to talk to a lot of people who are starting small businesses. And one of the common things that I hear is that people are doing that because they want to be free from fill in the blank, right? I mean, I want to be free from my boss. I want to be free from the schedule after work. I want to be able to be free to work remotely. You know, a lot of stuff's coming out of the pandemic and people's work situations changing and that kind of stuff. But as I think about that, I also think about all the things that stupid branch. I think about all these things that they go along with the 4th of July, right? We talk about this nation that was founded because people wanted freedom. And I think in the same way, you need to realize that our country, there was a lot of stuff going on with our country. It wasn't just freedom from taxation without representation. There was all kinds of issues that were brewing under that. And probably the same is true for you as someone if you're considering starting your own business, being an entrepreneur. There's probably a lot of businesses, but there's just one that you kind of grabbed onto that you found that people can understand. Often we make decisions emotionally and then we try and work them out rationally into a short phrase or sentence that we can convey to people so that they will agree with the decision we're making so that we'll find support. And actually, it doesn't matter what category you're talking about. We do that in relationships, we do that with jobs, we do that with just kind of anything, right? So we make this emotional decision, we feel a certain way. We don't value our feelings or know how to articulate our feelings, and so we move it up into our heads into a rational concept that we feel like we could then defend. And then that's what we articulate to people. And we usually articulate to a few people, see the reaction we get, and then tweak exactly how we say it until we get the reaction we want or the support that we want, and all that. So no matter what decision you're making, just know that's a big part of how you make decisions and how things happen. I mean, I'm walking through neighborhoods, all kinds of houses for sale. I hear it all the time from realtors. People walk in with their list saying, hey, I want a 3-bedroom house, 2 full baths with they all have this list. And the realtor shows them a couple of those and people are like, yeah, I don't know. And then the realtor walks them into a house that doesn't even have the things that are on the list. And they walk in and there's something emotionally that happens. They say, oh my God, I can just see myself in this house. This is it. I just love this house. And they end up buying a house that's out of their price range, maybe not even where they want it, doesn't have the amenities. It doesn't matter what it is. They make an emotional decision, but very quickly, as they begin to talk to the realtor and other people, they explain away all of the things and they rationalize because they want to have a good articulated concept on why they made the choice they did, especially if they talked a lot about the logic of where they're going before that. So it's just kind of one of these things that we do. And so small business people or potential small business owners, you're doing the same thing. You're feeling something. There's some anxieties there's some frustrations, there's something going on that's pushing you to think about jumping out and doing your own thing. And what I want to encourage you to do is to kind of own the emotions and own the feelings, because if you ignore those and just trying to go into this rationalization mode, you're going to make some decisions or get into a situation that you're really not quite equipped to deal with, because starting and running and owning a small business is not easy. It is not a simple solution. And we'll talk about the 4th of July, and how our country started and those kind of things. We talk about that we did that so that we could be free, the land of the free, home of the brave. We talk freedom, let freedom ring, all that kind of stuff. The reality is we only chose a particular type of freedom. We chose to be free from a king telling us what to do. But the trade-off for that was we were not free from rules. I mean, holy cow, think of all the rules and laws and things that were passed in order for any functioning society to exist. We're not free. I mean, we have all kinds of rules. Now, we may be more free than other people, so that's a comparative thing. But we're not just clearly free, right? I can't just say right now, I can't say just anything I want to, because there's consequences for the things that I say. So I don't really have freedom of speech, even though we say we have freedom of speech. Freedom of the press. We say we have that, but the reality is that the press can only say certain things before they're potentially liable, and there's consequences that go with that. All right? These things have been debated ad nauseum, right? But, so as you jump into starting and owning a small business, you feel like you're going to be free because you've got this word picture thing you do up in your head that you can articulate quickly. People are like, yeah, go for it. It is pursue your passion, follow your dreams. It's be my own boss. It's create my own wealth. I mean, there's all these kind of things, but for every bit of freedom that you're grabbing in that, you need to realize, like, if you don't have one boss, everybody you work for as a small business owner is your boss. Like, you gotta keep all those people happy, not just the one person that you work for. If you don't like doing paperwork, you're going the wrong direction. If you feel like your boss dumps too much paperwork on you, wait till you're trying to own and run a small business. The amount of paperwork is unbelievable that you have to do. If you're looking for the tax breaks and tax incentives, yes, they're there when you get to a certain level, but man, you're about to pay taxes on more stuff than you ever imagined that you could pay taxes on. It's just how it is. So go in carefully. Don't buy into the rationalized phrase that you've landed on as to why this is the best thing that you could possibly do, but realize that, hey, just like when we started a new country, hey, we got rid of a king, but we added on a whole lot of more complex, difficult issues that here, 200 something years later, we're still trying to figure out. And so having your own business isn't necessarily the right solution for everybody. Sometimes it's just making peace with where you are, being a better employee, or maybe getting a different job. So think about those things if you're getting ready to jump ship, like a lot of people are right now, and starting your own business. But if you decide to do that, there's a lot of great resources out there. Look out, don't do it on your own. Get people around you, get a good team, get a support team, get people who've been down the road behind you to help you sort through those things and make those happen. This has been helpful to you. I ask that you like and share it so that other people can hear it as well. If you want to go deeper into this, just shoot me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks.